my second wife, Nuala, she had said, just like my first wife, if you're able to find happiness again, find it. I remember her saying, I'm not worried about you, you'll be snaffled up. Well, I wasn't sure about that. After all, I was getting on. And who would want someone who'd been married twice before? I'm quite relaxed. I'm relaxed because I know what I'm going to do. I feel confident. It's gone well in the past, and I can't see any reason why it isn't going to work this time. But I eventually came into contact with Rosemary. Our link was music, of course, and after meeting on a number of occasions, then a romance did start to blossom, and it wasn't long before I asked her if she would become my wife. She said yes.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night.
I replied to two, Northampton and one in Surrey, and the person in Surrey wrote back almost straight away and said, it's all a mistake, I didn't mean to put an advertisement in, I don't want to go any further forward.
So I was second choice.
So you were second choice, my dear.
I was, yeah.
But actually it worked out to be the first choice. If Rosemary's not here, and she's out in the evening, she'll find when she comes home that I've drawn the curtains back and I'm looking out for her. If I go off in my car, she's at the window waving me goodbye. Hello, nice to see you. Yes, nice to see you.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I went in, he said, we have a problem. I said, what's that? He said, this boy is mad. I said, pardon? He said, this boy is mad and he needs an asylum. I said, have you got one? I met my first wife when I was at a chapel one evening, and she came in with two other friends, and I thought, I like the look of that person. Unfortunately, she had a boyfriend, but did I do the honourable thing? I went to see him and I said, I fancy the girl that you're going out with, so if you don't mind, push off and I'll take over. And that's exactly what happened. I remember the day exactly because it was Boxing Day, and she suddenly said to me, I have a problem. And I said, what's that? She said, I've got a lump. And there came a time when she was actually told that the pain that she had and was experiencing was arthritis and not cancer, only to find out within a fairly short space of time after that that it was cancer and that it had spread. She died 2 years, just over 2 years after having first been diagnosed with cancer. And my daughters and my sister said that she never regained consciousness. I dispute that because I was sitting in the other room doing something, and I say she called me. And I went into the room to her, and to all intents and purposes she was fast asleep. But her hand came out and touched mine. She never spoke again. I read an extract from one of the nursery rhymes. One of the oldest, if not the oldest, cradle song, the custom of hanging babies in rush baskets on branches of trees to be rocked asleep by the wind and to keep them safe from wild animals, originally came from America.
He'll stand at the back, and my singing is fine, but often I don't speak loud enough, so he'll do that when I'm introducing a song, to say, you know, raise your voice a bit. Mm-hmm.
And Rosemary will come and listen to my talk sometimes. She could almost do some of them, having heard them so many times.
Yeah, the jokes, yes, I can tell some of the jokes.
But it was there that the first argument came. The driver was refusing to get me another coach. And I said, we're not going in one coach to Bolzano. He said, we're at the top of a pass. We're now in Italy. We've come from Austria. I cannot get another coach. One of the boys was walking past, heard him, turned round to me and said, excuse me, sir, it's our coach. The girls can stand. Probably about 3 months before she did die, she said, when the time comes, I want you to find happiness again. And I didn't think too much of it at the time, of course. But after she died, I was looking through a magazine which was for the over 50s, and I was just about round that mark. And I saw a page with people applying or putting advertisements in, looking for people of a like mind. But the letters between Nuala and myself got more emotional, got more romantic, and as the weeks and the months went on, I just fell in love with her and asked her if she'd marry me. We were in Cheshire and she was a little bit quiet. She then said to me, I'm going to see my doctor. I've got a funny feeling in my tummy. And the doctor that had examined her called me into the office and said, I'm sorry, it's bad news. When we saw the cancer specialist and she was told, she went very, very quiet. She said, I want to go back to Ireland. I want to see my sisters and my brother. We came back, but she had deteriorated so rapidly. So the Marie Curie nurse on this particular evening arrived, took one look at my wife and said, I don't think you'll need me. Your wife is dying. And she died within 2 hours of that Marie Curie nurse giving a diagnosis. And she just disappeared, went back, and I was left to cope with the death of a second wife. I was arguing with the coach driver. I was the stereotype teacher. I'd got the patches on my elbows. I'd got my briefcase, and I was laying down the law and saying we were not moving from Bolzano until we had a second coach. And I won the day. Unbeknownst to myself, the senior teacher was taking notes and filming it. We've had 24 years together. We've done things that the ordinary couple would not have done. We've been in a position where we could do them. We've done them. We've taken every advantage that we can. We continue to do so, and will continue to do so while we've still got our health and our strength. Why do I do it? That's a good question. I get a lot of satisfaction seeing people amused, entertained, maybe learning something that they'd not experienced before, and behind it all, the truth that I am able to raise money for Marie Curie and in many ways repay what the Marie Curie nurses did for my late 2 wives. Of my talks, raise money for Marie Curie Cancer Care. I accept nothing for myself. I don't charge any expenses, and every penny that I'm given goes to Marie Curie. There is a reason. I have been widowed twice, and my late wives benefited from the nursing of the Marie Curie nurses, and I cannot thank them enough or praise them enough for what they do and for what they did. I can tell you this is my last year of giving many talks. I've been giving on average 3 a week for many years, and to date I have been able to give to Marie Curie just over £35,000. So thank you.